Man, this is crazy. What's up, people? Today we are here on Monster Hunter World. Basically, I wanted to go back and just have some fun in what is literally my first ever Monster Hunter game. I wasn't old enough to really play and experience the older Monster Hunter games on like the 3DS and the, older consoles. So technically speaking, I knew about the older Monster Hunter games before I played World, but I never played the older Monster Hunter games. This is Monster Hunter World is my first ever Monster Hunter game, and I practically fell in love with the series from day one. The second this game came out, I bought it. I played through the entire thing, the entirety of base game, the entirety of Iceborne. I played through Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Sunbreak, the entirety of those. Like, it's genuinely it's become one of my favorite game series of all time. And Call of Turoth is still one of my favorite monsters within the entire series. And I've seen all of the older previous games monsters and everything. Call of Turoth is still one of my favorite monsters. But yeah, we're just gonna play some Monster Hunter World before Monster Hunter Wilds comes out tomorrow, and I will be making an entire series on Monster Hunter Wilds. So let's just get right into it. Oh man, this is classic. Why do I have a hammer on? This is classic right here, man. Dude, I remember like during the summertime of, I think it was like 2017 or something. I think that's when this game came out. I remember just chilling in this hub, like just talking to friends on like PlayStation or Discord at the time. Like, it was just so much fun, man. I enjoyed this game so much. I put maybe like over 1,000 hours in this game, like throughout the entirety of playing it. I put maybe like 500, 600 hours in Rise. I didn't like Rise nearly as much as I liked World, but I don't think a lot of people did. I mean, let's just take a hunt. Am I crazy, or does this game still look incredible for like a 8-year-old game? All right. Oh, holy shit. I genuinely forgot how good this game looks, honestly. I've seen so many people like complain and get mad and upset about the Monster Hunter, like the Monster Hunter Wilds. And I get it, because it's a new game and it should have like, it should have more, but I feel like some people are so nitpicky, which is fine. It's fine to be nitpicky, especially about a game you like. And I'm almost positive that all of the people complaining about the Monster Hunter games and making these super nitpicky complaints, they're probably people who really enjoy Monster Hunter. But man, it's been really upsetting seeing so many people be so negative about this game. A game we all most likely love. Nice, got the Zora Magdaros gem. So glad I got that now that a new game is coming out. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It was 20. That was 26 minutes? Dude, I feel like I did nothing that whole time. Fuck it, we're doing an optional quest. So, yeah, I just want to real quickly get my thoughts on Wilds out. I think that, like, this is personally just me, because I haven't had basically any problems with Wilds. Like, I didn't have any like graphical problems. I didn't have any problems starting up the game. I had actually, okay, that's a lie. I had one issue where sometimes the game would crash when like when I logged in, but it happened maybe like 1 or 2 times, and then after that there was no problems. Like, I didn't have any I personally didn't have any problems with playing Monster Hunter Wilds. So I can't really speak on whether or not the game is optimally run or anything like that, but I will say I did see that there is a lot of problems with the game running. I just can't talk on it because I didn't have any of those problems. I have had friends who've like tried to play together and then like they've crashed and stuff, but I think the game runs fine, me personally, but you know, that's neither here nor there. That's also something they can very easily fix. I don't think that's gonna stay like a problem throughout the entire release of the game. Like they'll probably fix that at some point in the future pretty soon. I've also heard talks about how the monster count is really low, but I don't think that's like a super big problem, especially if they plan on releasing a lot of content for this game, which it seems like they are, because they've already announced a I don't know how to say its name, Mitsuzushi, the stupid bubble monster that drops bubbles. They already announced that's coming, and then there's more monsters coming after that. So to me, it seems like this game is going to have a pretty long lifespan, so I'm not really upset about there being a low amount of monsters. What I am happy about is the fact that there's a lot more unique monsters. Because I don't know, to me in Rise and World, both, the monsters didn't really feel unique. Like they didn't look interesting. A lot of the monsters just looked like stereotypical monsters you'd see in an MMO. The monsters in Wilds, those looked really interesting. And from what I could tell, the story also seems pretty interesting. I've never played Monster Hunter games with their story. I don't think Rise's story is anything interesting. I don't think World's story is anything interesting. I don't play Monster Hunter stories. Or I don't play Monster Hunter for the story. I literally play it because I think hunting monsters is cool. That's literally it. I also found a lot of the features in Monster Hunter Wilds to be super interesting. I like the fact that you can set down a like a tent and just go back to that tent whenever you want. I don't like the fact monsters can break the tent. I don't like that idea, because that just sounds really annoying. Maybe there'll be like some sort of tent upgrades you can get to make it so the monsters have a harder time destroying it, or like they just don't destroy it at all. Like some sort of ghillie tent or something, I don't know. But I do like the feature. I like how the quest like handler, she follows you. So you can start a quest from anywhere in the world, and you can also just start hitting a monster and then that'll start a quest. And one of the very valid complaints I saw on Twitter is that despite being an open world game, they don't really utilize the open world aspects very well, which I very much so agree with. And it can be improved on. I think it would be super interesting to see other people in hunts. Like, why is it that I have to join a random world and only 4 people could be in that world? I think that's kind of lame. I think we should be able to have like an open world server where you can see a bunch of other people doing their hunts, and then you can join in on other people's hunts. Like originally when they announced that, it made it seem like you can have more than 4 people in one hunt. Like you can have up to 8 people in one fucking hunt, which is really cool. That is a cool feature. But it turns out you have to do the whole link party system, and it's kind of annoying, and it's not really like, it's not how they announced it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So the whole open world thing, that can definitely be improved upon. Obviously, we haven't seen a lot of the game because we've only gotten betas and stuff like that. But there is a lot of things to be improved on the game. I don't think it's a terrible Monster Hunter game or anything like that. It's not even close. In my opinion, I think it is better than World, and certainly better than Rise. I like the focus mode. I think the focus mode is one of the coolest features they've implemented in the game. Because I swear to God, as a greatsword user, missing a true charge slash is something I've done more than fucking blinking. But now I don't have to worry about that because I can just focus mode and turn my camera. Very nice feature. So while it's not like the perfect game, and there you go. It's not the perfect game, and it's missing a lot of stuff that I was hoping it would have. It's certainly not like bad or anything like that, and it has a lot of features that are really good. And I do find it funny how people think that they're gonna drop this Monster Hunter game and then just completely like ignore it for the entire lifespan. They've never done that. They've always had some sort of updates with their games, and they've always like had new features implemented and shit. I remember in Rise specifically, there was a lot of like good quality of life features that came out, and it was nice. So it's not like they're gonna release the game and then stop updating it. Obviously, a lot of the complaints that people are talking about, they're gonna be worked on, or at least I hope they're gonna be worked on. Obviously, you got to take all of this with a grain of salt. Capcom is still a company, and companies usually don't really do anything that helps the player base. They just try to help their own wallet. So, you know, take all of this with a grain of salt. But I do think the game will be updated. I do think a lot of the problems that people have will absolutely be solved. I don't think it's just going to be, you know, hey, we're going to drop the game and that's it. So I've kind of already touched on it, but the really only thing that I'm looking forward to in Monster Hunter is that open world feature. I think the open world feature in Monster Hunter could be really, really good if they implement it properly. If the way it is now, I don't really like it, to be honest. It doesn't change anything, because you're still, at the end of the day, you're still going and putting in it. You can use the open world feature is the best way to say it, because you're not going to always use the open world feature. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to go in, you're going to put a quest, and then your teammates are going to join up on that quest, instead of all 4 of you going out and hunting one specific monster. Or multiple people hunting one monster, like a group of 8 or 12 or something. That would be much more interesting. I'm just so excited, man. I'm so excited for a Monster Hunter game. There's a lot to be excited for this year. I'm noticing, like, there's a lot of stuff coming out that has been, that's going to be really big for gaming. Like, I mean, obviously we got the big ones like GTA 6 and Elden Ring, Night Rain. But then we have the smaller games that I care about, like Destiny 2 Frontiers is coming in the summer. Today, actually, there was the Pokemon Day announcement stuff. They announced that Pokemon ZA is coming out later on this year, and there's also something called Pokemon Champions, which, if you know, it's like a Pokemon Showdown, like official Pokemon Showdown. The Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out sometime in the summer with Mario Kart 9 or whatever it's going to be called at the time. Obviously, Monster Hunter is coming out, Subnautica, Borderlands. There's a lot of stuff happening this year, and I'm so happy about it, man. Gaming is back, baby. Gaming is back. I will say it. Gaming is officially back. I'm telling you, man, the second I get my hands on Wilds tomorrow, I'm going to be on that as soon as possible, and I'm not going to get off of it for literally anything. I may play like a couple games of Marvel Rivals here and there, but man, I can't wait for Wilds, man. I really can't. I mean, I don't think there really is anything else to say. I think I'm just gonna hunt this Odogaron, and I'm gonna end the game, or end the video, because I think I've really expressed how excited I am for Monster Hunter. And I don't care what game comes out, bro. I'm voting Monster Hunter for Game of the Year. And if it's not even nominated, I'm making it nominated. I'm not gonna keep gushing over Monster Hunter Wilds anymore. I'll leave it to what happens tomorrow. I'm absolutely, I don't know if I'll get a video out tomorrow, because I'll literally be playing it all day. But I'll try to get a video out on it as soon as possible. I'll try to do a whole series on the entire game, hunting every monster and everything like that. I'm going to straight up 100% this entire game out, just like I did on Monster Hunter World back on PS4. I remember that was one of the best times I had playing games. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below how you feel about Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'll see you guys in the next video.